Sup y'all, it's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today we're going to be taking a look at World Quests. Now basically World Quests are unlocked as soon as your character hits level 110 and function as Legion's answer to in-game questing. So as soon as you're 110, there are no other prerequisites required by the way, all you have to do is open up your map and it's going to be populated with a bunch of different objectives all over the place, very similar to how bonus objectives work right now in Warlords of Draenor. Now each of these objectives are very different in what they require you to do. Some of them are PvE related, most of them are actually PvE related, but there are some PvP related objectives, as well as some pet battle related objectives, profession related objectives, and also some larger scale ones where there are weekly ones where you have to kill a world boss, and also ones that only appear every couple of days where you have to kill a 3 to 5 man mini boss. Personally, I think that this is a really great addition to the game, and I'm really excited to show it to you guys. Whenever I talk to you guys about Blizzard potentially adding an adventure mode into World of Warcraft, very similar to how Diablo 3 has in Reaper of Souls, this is it. And so anyway guys, see right there is the wanted Krynna's Dawn Whisper. Now some of these rares that you can kill are soloable, some of them are not. Also there are some quests right here, as you can see that one right there. You have to kill Dargold the Underking, who's actually inside Nethalarion's lair. So you can't actually do that one. Most of these are outdoor quests, right? But some of them require you to go inside of a dungeon. I had to do one in the Eye of Ashara earlier today, and as well as that one, as you can see. And so there's a golden dragon portrait around all of the different ones that require you to have a group, and also there's like a little, usually like a little, some sort of a pick or something like that, and a little paw print, as you guys can see right there, for the pet battle version ones as well. And so anyway, also at the bottom of the screen, the bottom left side of the screen, I'm not very good with that, bottom left side of the screen, there are emissaries that will pop up every single day, and you can have up to 3 emissaries. They are available for 3 days, and so like let's say you miss a day, you can come back and do both emissaries at the same time, and that's one of the different bosses that we killed. I killed that one on stream the other day, and so shout out to my boy Bear Tank Boys. By the way boys, he's a bear tank, and a very good one by the way, so thank you for helping us out. And anyway, what was I even going to say about that? Anyway, so I'm in my group right here, and I'll take you guys through some of the different bonus objectives, and as I said before, I had a really good time doing this, and this one right here is a very, you know, obviously like this one remind you guys a lot of the Apexis style, fill up the bar areas. Now, a lot of people really didn't like these, and of course, I would probably consider myself in that category as well, but the truth of the matter is that there's such a large breadth of the different types of world quests you can do. Doing the fill up the bar quests every once in a while really isn't too big of a deal, and especially if you do it in a group. Now, the emissary quests are available for a couple of days, and so if you do miss a day, you can come back and do that emissary quest. And if you do all of the quests, you know, because like in an area there are certain quests that correlate to different types, like the Valenjar and those Night Elf guys, and so the Valenjar quests, you guys can see right there, or were a second ago, were highlighted, and so if I complete 4 of those, I'm given a cache, and that cache can have a bunch of different stuff. Now, I'm not really sure entirely what everything can be in there, but I got some order resources, and I think some friends of mine got a piece of gear. Other people got, I think it was like a pet or something like that. I'm not sure about that, but there's a lot of different stuff that you can get out of these boxes, and so I would recommend that everybody would want to do these pretty much as you can. Now, I do have some concerns with these world quests, however, and I do want to talk with you guys about that as well, at the same time as kind of narrating what's going on here. Now, one of my big concerns with these world quests is that I think that they're very fun. They're great for casual players that don't really have a raid team. They don't have all day to play, you know, and so they want to get on and just feel like they're doing something that matters. You know, they're not just farming out bears in the forest, but they're farming out specific bears in a specific forest, and they get a specific reward. So I think that world quests really do accomplish that, and it gets people to go back out into the world. And I think that these could even be incorporated back into the maybe the Azeroth or the Eastern Kingdoms, or even into previous expansion content. And I don't really know about that, but I think that it would be a really cool thing, especially to get players to go back and explore the world of Warcraft, not just the continent of the what is it, the Echo Isles, the Lost, I don't even know. Anyway, the broken house. I read it off the screen. So anyway, as you guys can see right there, I completed all 4 of the quests, and I was able to get the Valajar cache, and I'll open it for you guys and show you guys what's in it. Spoiler alert, it's just order resources. Now, order resources function very similar to the way garrison resources function, but they're a little bit different because you're able to unlock research that gives you more player power and unlocks different abilities for your character and also for your own abilities. Kind of augments your abilities. It reminds me kind of a lot, like if you play like an RTS game where, like you get like a research facility or something like that, or, some sort of like thing where you can upgrade your troops or whatever. The research that you're doing in Legion reminds me a lot of that, and I think that's kind of the vibe that they're trying to go with, and I think that's a good thing. And so here, I fought this guy down here, and the mobs, I think they're in like really kind of cool spots. You had to jump down off the cliff to get to this guy, and the other one, they're all in like very secluded areas, and I think that, again, this is very, very good. This is going to be very, very strong replayable content for casual players that don't really have a lot of time to raid, but still want to make progress on their character in terms of their character's power, not just farm out gold or mounts or anything like that. But I do want to mention right now that a lot of these different, I guess, like bonus or world quests, do actually reward pets, mounts, and there's a lot of different types of rewards that they give you, as well as requiring you to do a lot of different types of things. The main concern I have is that a lot of this stuff is blue level gear, and so it's going to be super fun to do. It's going to be awesome to do. It's going to be great. I'm going to love doing this in the first week of the expansion. And what about the year? Because usually expansions last for at least a year. What about like the next year? Because I'm not really sure how this stuff is going to scale, and I think that's going to be really the challenge with World Quest, is making sure that if we stick with the 4 difficulty like raid paradigm that we have right now, and with the challenge modes and the dungeons, I can see these World Quests becoming quickly irrelevant for almost every single type of player who's progression oriented, and not only that, but anybody who really wants to advance their character. This seems like it would be the least efficient way of doing it, and I think that Blizzard could at least do something to make at least some of these world quests very, very lucrative, so it can get almost all the different types of players out here and exploring the world and interacting with each other in a very MMO type of environment, which is, I think, a very good thing. So there's another one that I completed. Some of them, as I said before, do reward gear. Luckily, I have an amazing following. I love you guys, because you guys traded me over 500,000 gold the other day on my stream, so I could buy every good piece of gear on the auction house, so I don't need any of this stuff. So you guys see that little pink one down at the bottom. So I was like, people were like, it's a world boss. We can't kill the world boss. There's only 4 of us. I said, why the fuck not? Why can't we kill the world boss? And like, by the way, like I said this before, WoD doesn't have any sea monsters. Like, it doesn't have any dragons. It doesn't have any sea monsters. No wonder it sucked dick, right? Legion is bringing that back. All right, we've already got the Leviathan right there. We got Kraken. Like the world boss is a Kraken. By the way, there's like 10 world bosses in Legion. That's awesome. So anyway, so I brought me and my boys from Swagdonald's. By the way, if you're in the alpha, you need to join Swagdonald's. We actually fought the Leviathan, or whatever the hell his name is, and this fight took about 20-something minutes. But I can tell you guys this: we 4-manned a world boss. Now, we're kind of good at the game, but I think it should be a little bit harder. I'll just say that right now. In terms of the mechanics, I think the mechanics should be more punishing, especially the more obvious ones. And I'm sure a lot of this stuff is tuned in, and it's actually really funny because right whenever we killed the boss, the server started lagging. So anyway, you get one of these world quests to kill the raid boss. World quest to kill world boss. Apparently once a week, as you guys can see right there, he's doing one of those like lurker type spin around things that didn't even kill you if it hits you. Like, what the fuck? So anyway, guys, I'll just zoom ahead. As you guys can see, we're still working on him about 10 minutes later. And so this was a really, really fun thing to do. Like, whenever I get on alpha, and everything is like just kind of like really just starting to get fleshed out, doing stuff like this is always probably one of my favorite things to do. So I really had a great time tonight doing this with everybody. And honestly, like, if Legion can facilitate this type of gameplay, this type of fun, interacting with other people, getting out in the world, seeing other people, helping other people, having other people help you for a common goal, and improving your character in a meaningful way that's actually going to stick around, that's not going to get replaced with Raid Finder gear, I can see Legion being a very, very good expansion, and I definitely hope it will be, by the way. So anyway, here's another 10 minutes later, and I actually died at like 1%. I got one on the battle resume, but I cut that part out. Anyway, so I'll show you guys ourselves killing this world boss, and yeah, this, by the way, this isn't just like me bragging that we killed the world boss with 4 people. It was actually for a world quest as well, as you guys can see. Terror of the Deep, and got a gray item. Oh boy! So anyway, that was really cool to do. I had a lot of fun with that. And so anyway, I'm just really kind of concerned with the longevity of these world quests. Where are these going to go? You know what I mean? I think like you guys can see what I'm saying. Because, you know, if like the Raid Finder gear, or like, you know, let's say the first tier, the easy level raid gear in the first tier is going to outdate these world quests, I don't really see people doing them and sticking around and having fun with these. And I do think that they do have a lot of replay value. I remember whenever they added the adventure mode into Diablo 3, I had a really, really good time doing that. And obviously, you know, it's like the games are made by the same company, you know, and so they're pretty much identical. And I tried to get a kill shot, but the fucking boss despawned. So anyway, so that's pretty much what world quests are. They reward a lot of different types of stuff. Many of those things are not in the game yet, but the stuff that was in the game I thought was pretty interesting, and I do plan on figuring out the pet battle stuff for, well, for all you ladies out there, because only girls do pet battles, we all know that. But anyway, and for a couple of you other guys, like my boy Jim and some other people too. But anyway, I do plan on doing that as well, and seeing the different types of rewards from the world quests there, and as you guys can see, I'm in a good mood. You know, it makes me happy to know that, you know, they're doing something that I think is a good idea. You know what I mean? Does this mean that the expansion is going to be great and amazing and oh my god? Well, maybe not, especially if they let this content outdate itself too early. I hope it never outdates itself. I hope it's continuously updated throughout the expansion and is used for the rest of the game. I think this is a really great idea. You know, especially whenever it's added with other types of content as well. But really, guys, I'm waiting to see where that's going to take us. And, you know, really, I mean, I think a lot of people really are looking forward to this, and I think this is this is kind of a solution to a problem that I don't think a lot of players know that exists. That's that most people pretty much spend most of their time inside Dalaran, will be inside Dalaran, or inside their garrison now, or inside whatever whatever the city is. I don't even know. Storm, I don't know. Anyway, the Ashran place. And here's one, by the way, over in the Eye of Shara, and this is one I just want to show you guys real quick. This is us like collecting these little pearls, and after we collect all 5 of the pearls, we have to kill the last boss in the dungeon, and I think that's a good idea to make sure that people don't queue up for the dungeon, collect the pearls, and leave. I think that's definitely a very good you know, kind of like a fail-safe to prevent people from getting kind of like trolled by that or whatever. So there's one of the pearls, and I'll go ahead and click out and show you guys. So anyway, there's pretty much what world quests are. I think that this system has a lot of potential, you know, and I really, really hope that Blizzard capitalizes on this potential and doesn't squander it by making it outdated or making it not matter. So anyway, guys, I really hope that you guys feel the same way I do about this content. If you're 110 on the Legion Alpha, feel free to send me a tell, or any level, by the way, on Legion Alpha. Feel free to send me a tell if you do want to join Swag Donalds and be part of the different groups that we do, different videos and everything else like that, because I do want to show you guys as much as possible in this expansion, so you guys can see you know, how it progresses along. And again, I do want to address one thing right now, is that a lot of times I saw a video that somebody made, and it was talking about how and this is pretty much the end of the video, by the way, guys. I just want to say this real quick before I end this video. It was talking about how people complain about stuff before it's in the game, and I think that really I want to try not to do that as much as I can, but I do want to kind of tell people kind of at least like create parameters in which I would say, hey, this would be really cool, or hey, I wouldn't like this a lot. And so if these world quests continue being relevant throughout the expansion and throughout the different tiers for all different types of players, I think that will be a very positive thing. But if the raid tier gear outdates it very, very easily, and there are no other reasons to do world quests unless you're just like you like doing them, I do think that they won't be very successful at all. But that's pretty much where I'm coming from, and we'll see how the expansion, I don't know, how it comes together, and we will see it together on this channel, hopefully. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I do really hope you guys enjoyed this content and this World Quest thing as much as I do. So that's pretty much all I've got. Thank you for watching.